Is it wrong for Christians to be rich? Hi, my name is Ezra and welcome to A Word for You. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, your subscription is deeply appreciated. Now, most people would love to be rich, but there are some Christians who believe that being rich is wrong. But let's hear what the Bible has to say about this. In Job chapter 1, verses 1 to 3, the Bible says, "There once was a man named Job who lived in the land of Uz. He was blameless, a man of complete integrity. He feared God and stayed away from evil. He owned 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 teams of oxen, and 500 female donkeys. He also had many servants. He was, in fact, the richest person in that entire area." Now, this is what the Bible says about Job. The Bible says he was the richest man in the entire area where he lived. But yet, Job was a man who feared God. He loved God. He hated evil. The Bible says Job was a man of complete integrity. He was blameless, but yet he was a rich man. You know, I've heard some people say, well, you know what? I would not like to be rich. And some people say, well, some people also believe, some Christians believe that, well, if they become rich, they will go to hell. Riches, will take them to hell, It's like being rich is evil. In fact, some people believe that when you are rich, you can't be humble. They associate poverty with humility. Say, if you're poor, you'll be humble and you'll be righteous. If you're rich, you can't be righteous and you can't be humble. You know what? I know lots of poor folks who are not humble. They're arrogant. Poor folks who are arrogant. So, poverty has nothing to do with humility. In fact, what we need to realize is that riches can't change anybody. What riches do is reveal who you really are. It doesn't change you. Whatever is in you will always be there. Sometimes it may be dormant and it may need something to pull it out. And unfortunately, sometimes wealth can pull out the bad out of people. It reveals what is already there, but it doesn't change you. You can be rich as a Christian and still be righteous and still be humble and still go to heaven. Sometimes I hear people say, as poor as a church mouse. Why a church mouse? Why are we associating poverty with the church? Why couldn't we say, a pub mouse, for example? A church mouse? That's not right, is it? People equate poverty with the church. And unfortunately, some of these people are Christians. It's a lie from the devil himself. And don't believe that lie. Don't believe that you've got to be poor to go to heaven. You've got to be poor to be righteous. You've got to be poor to be humble. The Bible said Job was rich, but yet he feared God. He was blameless. He was a man of complete integrity. And there are many other rich people the Bible talk about. Abraham, the Bible said God called Abraham his friend. Abraham, the Bible says God called Abraham his friend. But Abraham was excessively wealthy. Solomon was excessively wealthy. David, let's see what the Bible says about David. In 1 Chronicles 29 and verse 28, the Bible says, David was rich and respected and lived to be an old man. Then he died, and his son Solomon became king. In Acts 13 verse 22 says of David, but God removed Saul and replaced him with David, a man after whom God said, I have found David, son of Jesse, a man after my own heart. He will do everything I want him to do. The Bible's talking about a rich man. David was rich. But God says he was a man after God's own heart. You can be rich as a Christian and still be a person after God's own heart. Still have the fear of God in you and still be someone who is humble. You know, the Bible also says in Psalm 62 verse 10, trust not in oppression and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. Now, God is not against you becoming rich. It was God who blessed Abraham, God who blessed Job. It was God who blessed Isaac and all these men, David, Solomon. It was God who blessed them and prospered them. God is not against you becoming rich as a Christian, contrary to what some people believe. You see, God doesn't matter how much wealth you possess. What God cares about is that your wealth doesn't possess you. So, I want you to tell me your thoughts on this matter. Is it wrong for Christians to be rich? Leave your comment down below. Subscribe to this channel. Like and share this video. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will never miss another word for you. Until next time, stay blessed.